Issues impacting Texas public schools took center stage today at the state capitol. The House Committee on Public Education, led by Chairman Brad Buckley, heard hours of testimony on everything from STAR test scores to school safety. 6 News reporter Juliana Jackson breaks down the biggest takeaways for families. Juliana.
And covered some of the biggest issues parents are talking about right now. Lawmakers question the STAR test, possibility of more school closures across the state, and AI making its way into classrooms. As school districts face budget pressures and safety concerns, several lawmakers warned these problems are no longer isolated to just one part of our state. Today, state lawmakers question Texas education agency leaders on some of the biggest challenges facing public schools.
What guardrails do Texas public schools have on artificial intelligence and the use of it in our classroom?
One of the most concerning topics for lawmakers on the Education Committee is falling student enrollment. The TEA says schools lost about 75,000 students this school year alone.
Significant enrollment loss tends to eventually lead to campus closure.
Lawmakers say those closures are already happening in districts across the state.
Have many school districts that are running deficit budgets.
The committee also spending time discussing the STAR test. TEA data shows reading scores have improved since 2020, but math scores are lagging.
I don't think we have a good understanding of how our kids are performing, for instance, in comparison to other states.
State officials say Texas has spent about $1.5 billion on safety grants for threat assessments, security upgrades, and campus audits.
Mitigating just isn't good enough. And again, I'm not talking about you and your job. You're great at your job. But mitigating is not good enough when you've got kids in school.
Lawmakers also question how AI is being used in classrooms, with concerns about student privacy and over-reliance on technology, pointing out Texas currently doesn't have a statewide AI framework for schools. Looking ahead to the next legislative session, families can expect school funding, safety, testing, and AI will be major issues to watch out for.
Depending on the size of the district, they do it in different ways, and I do believe that we still have work to do.
Yeah, lots of big topics there, and those will all be discussed in next year's legislative session. I'm Juliana Jackson for 6 News.
All right, Juliana, thanks for breaking that all down for us.